This is Charun, sometimes known as Charun, and he's a figure from Etruscan mythology. He's associated with the underworld and the dead, and here are a few things about him. To start with, you might be thinking, that sounds a bit like Charon, the Greek ferryman of the underworld, and you wouldn't be totally incorrect with that. In fact, there seems to be a relationship between the two. That is to say, the Greeks had their version, and then the Etruscans, at a later point, developed their version of Charon, and had him very much landlocked, and this time holding a hammer, which I'll come to shortly. Here he is on a fresco in a tomb which dates to the 3rd century BC, and you can see that you've got the tomb door in the middle, which is quite symbolic because again he's associated with the dead and moving them to another place, but also perhaps the protector of the dead in some form as well. So again he's got that position at the doorway which is of liminality, and across the door you've also got another character, and that's Vanth. Vanth was also associated with the dead, and Vanth is carrying a torch which to guide the dead to the underworld. This sits in contrast with the hammer which Charon has, and I think that there's possibly a bit of a carrot and a stick thing going on there. The function of the hammer is something which is debated. For example, it could be a coercive device, that is to say it was there to make sure that the souls went where they should have done. As I mentioned, a sort of carrot and stick thing going on there. It could have been as some sort of protection for the souls as well. It could also have been something which you could use if you were just having a bit of a tough day to lean on. He seems to have been quite a popular character though, because, well, there's this. This is a riton, which I've done some videos on before, and these were drinking vessels, as you can see, that had the faces of people, characters, animals, pretty much anything you wanted, and this is Charon. I don't know if I would have drunk out of it, but I suppose if you were, it would have been better than sitting across from someone who was drinking from it, because imagine that looking at you.